What up, y'all? It's your boy Quest. Listen, I'm gonna say this real quick. Sometimes from your spouse specifically, you need to be able to take a strong rebuke. I'm gonna say it one more time. Sometimes from your spouse specifically, you need to go ahead, not be defensive, and take a strong rebuke. There will be times where your spouse got to really tell you about yourself. And this is the reason why I'm saying that sometimes there's your spouse's truth, there's your truth, and there's the truth. And you got to make sure that in your marriage, you are operating in the truth. And the reason that I'm saying that sometimes you got to take a strong rebuke from your spouse is because there are times where your spouse has to challenge your current reality in order for you to go to the next level. You got to take the rebuke, right? There are times that in our marriage, your spouse sees something great in you that needs to be brought forth, right? That needs to happen, that needs to come to fruition. Why? Because when you hold that thing up or when you stop that thing from happening, right, it not only prevents you from going to the next level, it prevents the entire marriage from going to the next level. And sometimes your spouse, okay, all right, let me not go too deep. This morning, I was in a conversation with a number of people, and there was one brother who dropped some stuff on me as it relates. Now, I don't know the brother from Adam, right? But he said some stuff that was definitely, now for those of you who know me, you know that I'm a very God-fearing cat. I'm a spiritual cat. And what he said, like for real, legit, I could hear the voice of the Lord speaking, right? And when he said what he said, my wife came back right after him, and Dee was even in the conversation with me and heard what she said. And she said that this particular thing should have been done a long time ago, but you procrastinate in this particular area and you get distracted easily when you are doing this particular thing. And since you have a calendar and appointments for everything else in your life, you need to make a calendar appointment for this and get it done immediately. And the way that she spoke with a certain level of power. She spoke with a certain level of authority. Why? Because she is very proficient in that area. For those who don't know, my wife is a very detailed and a very structured individual, right? 5 o'clock means 4:50. Somebody missed that, but you'll catch it later on, right? And so when she spoke from the place of structure. She spoke from the place of detail. She spoke from the place of time management. And she said to me that the reason why this particular thing isn't done is because you have procrastinated in this particular area. And the same way you got calendar dates and events, and for every session that you have, for everything that you do, you need to make a calendar appointment for this thing and get this thing done. Now, here's the funny thing. It's crazy that we can take the rebuke from other people and then name it as people pouring into our life. But sometimes when our spouse says the very same thing that other people say, we take it from them quicker than we do from our spouse. And here's the funny thing. At the end of the day, it's our spouse opinion that matters most. I'm going to say it one more time. It's your spouse's opinion that matters most. Why? Because you are not becoming one with those people who pouring into your life. And I'm not saying that there's anything wrong with them pouring into your life, but you are becoming one with your spouse. And if you are becoming one with your spouse, when they tell you that something is wrong, when they challenge your current reality, why? Because they see greater in you and they know that you can accomplish more and do greater things. Why? Because if you hold up and procrastinate from doing those great things, then in essence, you are really holding up the marriage. Why? Because the two of you have become one. So when you holding yourself up and you procrastinating on the stuff that you should be doing for you, you're also procrastinating on the stuff that needs to be completed for your spouse as well. And I'm going to reiterate it again because the two of you are one. So sometimes you got to take a strong rebuke. Like for real. So this week, as you're navigating through stuff and your spouse challenges your current reality, do me a favor. Don't get defensive. Because in essence, what you're doing when you're getting defensive, even though it may not be your intention, it is definitely the thing that's happening. When you get defensive, you are telling your spouse that your feelings don't matter. And that's so far from the truth, right? So do me a favor this week. When your spouse challenges your current reality, do me a favor. Man up, woman up, take the rebuke, right? Take the advice, make the necessary changes, and move your marriage forward just like you ought to. You feel me? It's your boy Quest, man, saying from shaky to good, from good to great. Ultimately, what we want is phenomenal marriages. But phenomenal don't just happen, right? It takes work. So let's do that. Work on being humble and operating in humility and operating in maturity and in operating in vulnerability. Take the rebuke, make the adjustments, and win, win, win. Because if you're not working on your marriage, then my friends, what are you working on? It's your boy Quest. If y'all ain't had this essential water, it's off the chain. Yep, they overachieving H2O. Holla at your boy, y'all. Peace. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Quest, man, professional marriage and life coach. Listen, one of the things that we've always tried to do here, or one of the major themes here at the greenhouse, right, or in the work that I do, is to concentrate on love, lifestyle, and legacy, right? And for the purposes of lifestyle, we wanted to create merch that is consistent with our ideas and beliefs as it relates to marriage. So listen, guys, you can see I got on the Tribe Called Marriage, raglan shirt, Tribe Called Marriage hat, and we have that and tons more merch in the shop. Do me a favor, if you like what we're doing and you like the merch, do me a favor, stop by, get some for you and your wife and support the movement. You feel me? Because if you're not working on your marriage, my friends, then what are you doing? Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Quest. Peace.